Hi, my name is Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and I hope you're a subscriber because that way you're going to learn about marriage the right way. This particular topic is an interesting one because it's like the way I talk about it is going to be like an icebreaker for all the stuff that you've been hearing everywhere else. It's why can't I connect sexually with my husband? And I'm not going to get into the phobias, the issues, and labeling and all of that stuff. That's what the other people do. Instead, I'm going to explain sexuality in a way that has a much better context for marriage. Because you didn't get married to have sex. You got married for happiness and for love, to experience unconditional love. And the reason why this isn't talked about by most people is because they simply don't know. It's not their fault. You know, we're making a lot of progress in a lot of areas. Technologically, we're learning more about weather, even though we still can't predict it very well. But there's a lot of headway, but not when it comes to relationships, not when it comes to ourselves. We're still stuck in a rut here, several ruts. So people who believe in God, who love God, recognize, okay, I'm a soul. People who are mad at religion go, I'm an atheist, don't talk to me about souls, even though they'll call their spouse their soulmate. But we're souls. We don't have a soul. This is a misnomer, and it's an important difference. We're a soul, we have a body, and we have a mind. Now these bodies and we're not advanced animals, but they're biological bodies in creation, and so they have all of the attributes that biology has, especially that drive to survive, that drive for self-preservation. It's innate in every single living thing, from the smallest cell to us. But us, the soul, doesn't have it. You, the soul, are part of God. You already experience ever new joy, love, ever expanding love. You have it all as a soul. But when we come into these forms and we interact in God's creation, we have to deal with the body. It creates a lot of fears, a lot of anxieties, a lot of temptations, because it's always trying to survive. So I'm not trying to avoid the topic. The topic is about sexuality. You want to connect with your husband. So you got to take it in steps, because if you don't, then what you do is you turn sex into recreation. And if you are connecting with your husband on that mundane level of recreating and going through life dealing with worries and problems and trials and all of that stuff, you're not going to experience marriage where you're supposed to experience, because it's the ultimate. Marriage is an ultimate spiritual path where you can realize pure love. So the thing to do is this. The thing to do is start focusing more on your love for your husband. Come from your heart. See, it's a trick we aren't taught because we're just behind. In the mind are intellectual mental processes. The heart doesn't have a process. But when you own a mind and you are the heart, you can use the mind to open your heart up. And that is what is essentially required. So what you can do as an exercise is never allow any thought about your husband that is not a loving, endearing, respectful, compassionate thought. Control your thinking so that your heart opens. You could even try little techniques like focusing on your heart and letting liquid love pour out of your heart to your husband. And then touch him. Start making that connection physical, not just spiritual. And you'll see that pretty soon you will be able to open up and connect with him sexually too, but it won't be sexual. It will be the way it's supposed to be, which is connecting your hearts and using sexuality to do it. That's how it works. And I hope you recognize this is the truth and you try it. Again, my name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. God bless you.